On to you, Capricorns. Hope y'all are having a great day. So you have the Six of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Uh so the Six of Swords speaks to basically the Six of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles speaks to how you have a lot to offer relationships. And a lot of people, honestly, if I'm really just gonna be just be raw for a second, a lot of people are making a huge mistake whenever it is that they discount you, Capricorns. They look through you. They don't really see any kind of value. They're making a huge mistake. The reason why I'm saying that is because um, you Capricorns have a lot to offer. The Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, you're looking for a reciprocal relationship. That's what you're looking for, like I've been talking about. And you Capricorns can't figure out, why is it so hard for people to just reciprocate, just care, right? They have to make it so much of a big thing. They have to, and this is what I've been saying about how a lot of people are more afraid of love than they are fighting. They're more afraid of love than they actually are getting into arguments and bickering and fussing, because that's what it is that they really gravitate towards. As soon as you start talking about love and how to be successful in relationships, that's when all this stuff goes outside the window and people start talking about, oh, you lost me, and they start laughing at you and stuff like this. And it's like, but at the same time, how many people wishes that, or yeah, wishes that they have, or they had someone, or even have someone right now that actually cares about them, right? Romantically. That, of course, romantic appropriation, right? Of course. But I mean, like, that cares about them romantically, that wants to see them succeed. And you Capricorns are doing a very brave thing by being honest with yourselves and being honest with other people. You know, they out here on some transactional type of stuff where it's, instead of them looking at it from a perspective of the two of you and them can give and take, it's more so about, they'll give you money if you do this, right? So it's a transaction. And that's not what it is that you Capricorns are looking for. Even though that's something that you Capricorns can attract, because Capricorn represents transactional relationships. The earth signs do, all of them. The earth signs represents transactional relationships. So Taurus and Virgo as well. You know, of course, Capricorn, right? And this is what the earth signs have to learn to essentially be triumphant over, is to not allow the transaction to win, because people will seek you Capricorns out, all the earth signs, especially if they have dinero, if they have money, right? Resources. They will hang around them for this in exchange for this, right? So you could be in the transaction, or you can get yourself caught in one. And what I mean when I say that, I mean, like, you will be transactional, hanging out with other people looking to get something, right? That's for the lower Capricorns, the lower Virgos, the lower Taurus, right? And then for the higher Taurus, Virgos, the higher Capricorns, right? People will step to us wanting us to pay for something. And so the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles represent, you Capricorns don't want to be in transactional relationships because you have your own. You don't, what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to hang around anybody for their money. You Capricorns know how money needs to be spent when you get it in your hand. You Capricorns don't need someone to be transactional with you and get this and do that and do this and do the other. What you Capricorns need is someone that cares. But at the same time, this is what it is that I've been saying for weeks. You Capricorns are on such a high level, not just monetarily, but spiritually. A lot of people are unwilling and quite frankly, incapable or incapable, more accurately, incapable of being able to actually meet you halfway for them to allow their heart to take the lead, their heart and their head to take the lead, and stop trying to make it about their ego, right? Stop trying to make it about, oh, well, I got to get you before you get me. I got to play you before you play me type stuff. Because that's not even what this thing is about. Truly, that's not what this is about. This is about you Capricorns awakening yourselves, right? As well as being in on it with somebody that would like to be on the adventure with you in a relationship, as well as you Capricorns building a relationship with yourself internally. And the Five of Pentacles, you get Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, you get a lot of Ten of Swords, you get a lot of poor people out here, poor people out here. And what I mean when I say poor, yes, it could be poor financially, but poor from a matter of the soul, poor from the matter of the spirit. They're poor. They're poor. They're beggars. They're poor. And what I mean when I say that they're poor, I'm talking about it from the perspective of like they've experienced love, they got their heart broken. So now it's like they're on the ultimate playing defense because they're defensive. They're trying to use everybody around them so that they essentially don't get used. And that type of mentality is going to give them some problems. And the reason why I can say that is because, okay, they may get a couple of dollars here and there, but they're missing out on a long-term connection, maybe even a marriage with you Capricorns. And I've talked about this before. Being around a Capricorn, especially a Capricorn who is higher Capricorn, it's worth it. It is worth it because Capricorns be as philosophical as Sagittarius are, but a lot of people don't know that because a lot of Capricorns feel like a lot of people are lazy. And you Capricorns are right. A lot of people are lazy. I'm not even going to lie to you. A lot of people are lazy out here. But a lot of people would be surprised at how Capricorn is philosophical. I've gotten to a conversation with a couple of Capricorns, right? A lot of Capricorns don't contact me for readings. I wish more of you would. I love the zodiac sign. I love the philosophy. I love the way of life, hard work. I got a lot of Capricorn in my chart too. And it breaks my heart that a lot of you Capricorns are not coming through and getting the readings, but I can't force y'all to do anything that y'all don't want to do. But I've gotten to conversations with Capricorns. A lot of y'all don't be saying a whole lot, but a lot of y'all are just as philosophical as a Sagittarius or an Aquarius. Y'all are smack dab in the middle. But y'all don't be saying anything. But y'all be knowing what type of time it is. That it's not about the hard work is a representation of who you are. The sacrifice that it takes for you Capricorns and for someone else, it's a representation. What you Capricorns are looking for is character. That's what you Capricorns are looking for. You're looking for character. Because the hard work, the finances is nice to have. But what you Capricorns are looking for is the character. And a lot of people don't show you character. They make it transactional because they make it about money. And that's where the relationship gets cold because you Capricorns want to be loved. But the thing with, and that's actually your greatest fear, is to pass on without anybody loving you. But anybody who understands it themselves, they're not going to, you Capricorns are not going to pass on love, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of people love you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and so the thing is that um, the Six of Wands right here represents how. So there's a sense of you Capricorns very much so are aware of what you're looking for. You're looking for character. You're looking for love. You're looking for the real deal, the real thing. The King of Pentacles and the Empress right here represents. And so because of this, you Capricorns, right? And it's ironic because the King of Pentacles is Capricorn and Taurus. But they have to come to you the correct way. They can't come to you from just the money aspect kind of thing, right? The Empress represents, otherwise you're going to reject them. Otherwise, you're not going to take them very seriously. You know, it's ironic that it's ironic because people think that you Capricorns, y'all don't care about anything other than money. And that's completely untrue. That's not true at all. That's not who you Capricorns are at all. It's just that you Capricorns understand the value of hard work because you had to give up so much, especially at a young age. Most Capricorns have to give up a lot at a young age. You have to sacrifice or trade time for money at a young age, or bad experiences happen to you and you have to grow up at a very young age, right? Your life demands you to grow up at such a young age. How do I know this? Because I've studied Capricorn, and number two, and more importantly, I have a lot of Capricorn placements in my chart, and I know what that's like. You know, watching my mom work on Christmas Day. She don't get home until Christmas night. Sometimes the next day, depending on if she's picking up another shift, right? So, you know what I'm saying? So, leaving before I wake up on the 25th, right? December 25th, which is Christmas Day, right? And then not getting back up until December 26th, early in the morning. So 24 hours just from the distance and the distance from the time, stuff like this. So at a very young age, seeing that, not necessarily wanting to be separated, but having to experience that, you know what I mean? People calling, growing up, people calling me broke and poor, all this goofy stuff. Like, oh, you can't afford to pay for some Jordans and all of this. And it's like, yo, stop. And it's like now to this day, stop talking to me about money. Because why I'm saying that is because, oh, you couldn't afford a pair of Jordans. It's like, let's set some things straight. I could afford a pair of Jordans even at that age. It's just that my mom didn't want me to buy the Jordans. Excuse me. I didn't want to have Jordans. My mom wanted to save the money, and I didn't want the Jordans. There was a time when my mom thought that if she would have bought me a pair of Jordans, it would have had me make more friends because it's a conversation piece. Everybody is so caught up with Jordans. I could have been bought the Jordans. I didn't want the Jordans because the Jordans at the time was squishing my feet. They were hurting oh, come on now. Jordans hurt your feet. Come on now. At first, them toe box, the Jordans hurt your feet. Stop playing. Jordans hurt your feet. They hurt my feet. You feel what I'm saying? And I wanted a lot of things that my mom could have afforded me, but I kept my mouth shut. Now I'm able to buy all of the things that I originally wanted when I was a little one, when I was a little kid, using my own money, with money to spare. So it worked out the way that it needed to. And that's what it is that I'm trying to say for you Capricorns. It worked out exactly how it needed to. Because it puts you Capricorns in a position to where your children don't have to go through this when you have them. If you have them now, you don't have to go. They don't have to go through this. So let's clarify the Empress. You can be a better guardian to your children. Let's clarify the Empress. What does this have to do with dating? What does this have to do with you dating? Very easy. This has to do with the fact that you Capricorns, you know what you want. And you Capricorns know that you can't get yourself into a relationship with someone that's going to disrespect you. You Capricorns are starting to embrace what love is. And you know that regardless of if it's a marriage, you have a family, right, where you have offspring, you understand how to love because of your experiences, is what I'm saying. So let's clarify the Empress. The Fool, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the World card, which is Capricorn. So you showed up in your own reading. Great. That's great news. Now, why that's important is because the Fool, the Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, to clarify the Empress, represents, and if a person cannot show you what love is, if they cannot be transparent with you, you will leave. Or you will tell them to get it packing, and they will go. Because you know what you want. And before they could have played you because you didn't know what you want. But you know, you Capricorns, you're starting to get more in tune with your heart, who you are. So that means that there's a lot more honesty that's coming up on out of you and what you want and what you need. You Capricorns need love. And you Capricorns are starting to embrace the fact that you need love, not just money. Money is important, but you also need love. You need trust and character around you. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You're supposed to have that around you, as a matter of fact. But you Capricorns also understand on a deeper level that when you find someone that can be trusted by you Capricorns, that is worthy, because they can be trusted. They've shown you and told you that they can be trusted. This is you Capricorns are learning how to love. So when you find this person, you will love them as best as you possibly can. You will give your 100%. So that's it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. We're trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. Right now we have 16,600 and change. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. I gotta go tear into this box.